Once again, I find myself before the journal, apprehensive, scratching my chin. It's all so bewildering. What should I do? What did Ilar say? Round gate, black powder, mantra? All right, journal, give me a spell with those things, please. I lift the cover, and it almost turns over by itself. Pages rustle softly as my fingers brush against them. It's strangely soothing.
ASMR.
Ah, yes. What if I don't find it? What if I don't understand it when I do find it? Shut up. But what if 1, 2, 3, 4, what if 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Is this Morse code? 57. 58. The rustling stops. I look down. A 2-page spread comes into focus. A stain lurks in the groove between the pages.
Mm.
The left side of the spread lists a few components for a ritual. 1. A black salt sigil with a diameter of 5/3 measures. The length of your body, a voice whispers. 2. Freshly spilled waters to fuel the reaction. Your blood, it whispers again. An illegible word follows. I squint. A drop? A dash? A pint? Surely not. That would be suicidal. I make a mental note to ask Ilar and move on to the last item. 3. A mantra for unifying the forces, to be chanted 32 times. What an odd number.
It's an even number. But
A drawing darkens the right side spread. I turn to examine it, but my eyes can find no focus. The lines fray into overlapping spider silk. Strange. I lean in closer for a better look. My bowels turn cold. Oh, you should probably see a doctor for that. That's an odd... I'm sorry, I was not right. Like, usually it's something else, like my stomach churns, but no, it's literally my bowels.
Oh.
But my eyes are enticed. Closer and closer. Childlike figures, some missing heads, others missing limbs, each incomplete, maimed, interlocking in anatomically impossible ways, forming a ring. One has an arm growing from a neck. Another's legs branch apart, spider-like. What are you? I whisper, almost touching the page now. Fascinating. I lean in closer. The black mass at the center looms. Its lines undulate like ripples on the sea on a moonless night. There's some movement under the surface. What are you? I shiver in excitement, eyes itching, unable to blink. A round protrusion at the very center of the inky blackness wiggles. There's a crescent slit running from left to right. It opens. Teeth. I put an ear to it. A faint warmth steams out from it with a hiss. There's a rhythm, a cadence to it. Are they words? My heart pounds. I struggle to make out syllables. Not savvy. Sorry. Sorry? For what? I don't understand. I could never say it before. I half whispered it in sight. It hardly matters now. Whether I say the words or not eats you, you linger. You are the silence. A lump forms in my throat. The walls close in. A weight presses on my chest. Numb. I can't breathe. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you to hear me. Why? Why are you saying these things? I try to pull away. My body is heavy. Joints creak. Dismember, howl, we lie. Destiny, fate, glory, immortality, all lies. No, now, please, free me, please. Was that supposed to be please?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, it says no now. No.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a little brittle tongue twister. I don't know.
I don't know. Heavier and heavier, squeezing the breath from me. I need to get away. There's a dull, distant pain. Ilar's pain. I'm not heartless, you know. No more. I will hear no more. The pain I turn my heart to it, a spark of heat in the cold. My hand comes into focus. Who gave you the right to impossibility? I drive the wrist into the wood, the spark in... Wait, what wood?
The desk? Wood of the desk?
I don't know. Because I thought it was a mouth in the book or something. Okay. I drive the wrist into the wood, the spark inflames, the heat spreads, the sense of a body returns. Fighting with every drip of strength, I slam the book shut with a resounding thud. The whispering abruptly abates. I double over, gasping for air. Pat, 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 as the sweat deserts my chin. What in the great abyss? I drop onto the floor, unceremoniously, head resting against the drawers. That voice. There's something about it, but I'm not sure what. Was that part of a spell? A message left by someone? I touch the chilling numbness lingering in my chest, waiting for my heart to steady. This place is getting to me again. Every step I take forward, something jumps out and bites me. I squeeze my wrist, shaking my head. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. I should go to Ilar. They might know about what I just found. I look at my hands, a little see-through, and not a moment too soon. I make my way back, keeping a wary eye on passing debris, letting out a sigh of relief as an expectant Ilar finally comes into view. How was it? They come toward me. Horrible as usual, I swallow, but I think I found what you're looking for. A ritual that involves a circular sigil made of black salt, I think it said. Has to be large, 5/3 measures or something. Ilar's eyes light up. A ghost of a smirk rises, then falls from their lips, their voice low. Go on. It also asks for blood and a mantra. I only saw a little. The sigil. The mouth. Whispering. Cold. I shiver. Ilar steps forward, excitement evident in their voice. What about the sigil? Can you reproduce it? Did you procure the black salt? The sigil. It said things to me. What was it? I try to recall, but each attempt to think brings a wave of pressure and cold in my head. I grasp Ilar's elbow, eyelids squeezed tight, swaying, choking. They grab me by the arms, demanding, Well, what's the mantra? How many words? What language? Did you memorize it? I don't like it. It feels wrong. What about the blood? What kind? How much? It feels wrong. I hear my voice reverberate. Hands balling into fists, I meet Ilar's stunned gaze and back out of their grip. The ritual. What if you're wrong about it? Echoes of melancholy and venom resound in my ears. My hand moves to stroke the cold numbness on my chest. The things it said to me. I don't understand it exactly, but it could not be right. It just couldn't. Ilar's jaws clenched tight, vibrating with tension. Explain. From the beginning. All right, the list of ingredients seemed to fit, but the sigil, it spoke to me. It said, if the ingredients are right, then that's the ritual. Who cares? You're not listening to me.
No.
Do you know? Oh, okay. Do you know how it is like for me out there? You're not listening to me. Let them finish. Yeah, I still think you're not listening to me.
Okay.
You are not listening to me. If we get this wrong, then there will not be a second chance. Is that a risk you're willing to take? They scoff. Now you're the adept in magic here? I was, and it is still my journal, my spell, even if I forgot many things. That has to count for something. Is that so? Then why don't you enlighten me with your insight? Well, I pause, trying to piece the argument together. I'm waiting, O great Magus. Quiet, please, I'm trying to think, I snap. Time is wasted. Look, I don't know what you want me to say. There is a voice, a feeling inside me, and it always knows whether I'm doing the right thing. When I found the ritual, it told me to get away in no uncertain terms. Oh, a voice. Now it makes sense. For depth's sake, Veen, we're in a mage's tower. Half of the things in here have a voice. I fix them with an icy glare. This is different. I trust it, all right. It is the only thing in the world that I can trust right now. Ilar paces back and forth, a hand gesturing, mouth open, but no words come out. They finally give up after a while and sigh heavily. All right. What did you hear that was so off-putting? Can you at least share that with me? I thought you didn't care. Ilar's lips pinch up momentarily, like they're making a great effort to not say something. Then they very deliberately, slowly say, "Please, we don't have time to waste. Tell me. I'm listening." I eyed them for a while, letting them stew in their misery a little longer. Ilar blinks at me desperately. A little longer. Their eyes twitch once or twice. Satisfied, I answer. It was just despair. Hopeless, heartless despair. I could barely breathe. Why would I be anywhere near a spell like that, much less cast it? I would sooner kill myself. Ilar perks up at the sound of my words. First, please don't do that. Secondly, we're trying to find the spell that invited the Abyssal Gate, correct? Yes, but explain to me like I'm not a 5-year-old. So, it follows that the spell would share some characteristics with the Abyss itself. And the Abyss is... Their gaze drops as they speak, seeming to lose its luster. A cursed place. The poor sods that end up there, well, they don't ever perish. Every day they forget a piece of them that had joy or warmth or hope. But the things that haunt them, the mistakes, the pain and regret, the despair, they never fade. Until one day, that's all they know, all they are. Ilar's head lolls, eyes shrouded in shadow, lost to me. For a while, we stand in silence. Hopeless, heartless despair, I whisper to myself. Finally, they shuffle over to the couch and drop into it, let out a long sigh, then a dry chuckle. Do you get it now? What you're enduring here is not even a fraction of what we'll have to suffer if we fail to shut that blasted gate. I wish that you didn't have to go through more of this, but it's only a little longer. If you put it that way, I'll try one more time. You should have a rest. Give your heart some time to stabilize, but not too long. I could use a few moments and some answers, I say, sitting next to them. Why did I have a feeling you'd say that? They put a hand on their temple. If I don't ask this, I doubt I could really rest. All right then, looks like I've got no choice. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ask about our past, ask about magic, ask about myself.
What do you think?
I think
You're the one playing.
our past?
Yeah, the one they have together?
Yeah, because that seems to be what the notes earlier in the desk were suggesting.
Yeah.
What happened to Fuzz Pants?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, let's ask that.
Did you always want to be Amigas? How did we meet? What happened to Fuzz Pants? Yeah.
Can we please ask what happened to Fuzz Pants?
Yes. I look straight at Ilar and ask, what happened to Fuzz Pants? Ilar's eyes widen in surprise. Did you regain some memories? And you didn't think to tell me? What else did you... No, you misunderstand. I just found another letter. It was from you, letting me know how happy you were to get them. Ilar visibly deflates. Oh, I see. Their eyes are glued to an invisible point on the floor. That makes sense. So, where are they? Around. Oh!
It's the thing.
Yep.
I knew it. It's the
Yep.
thing. The
What?
thing its name is escapes me right now. Yeah.
What? Around here? I glance around us. Yes, probably. They enjoy hiding. They must be good. I never saw them at all. The letter implied that I gave them to you. Why don't they come to you? They're a cat. They do what they want. I imagine they're out torturing small animals or some such. Look, don't we have better things to worry about? Don't we have better things to worry about at present? Okay. Seeing their irritation, I look away. All right, I was just curious. I work my mouth, sensing things unsaid, but end up just staring at my hands. Sorry, I'm just tired. I spent too much energy by staying this long. I should leave. Let me know when you find out more about the ritual. And they are gone before I can manage to say a word. All right.
Okay.
Back at it. Again, I find myself back in front of the desk, working up the nerves to open the journal. Whatever danger lies within, I must know about the rest of this ritual if I want to live. But perhaps not a frontal attack like before. Peeling open only a gap between pages, spying the number on the corner, I then opened directly to the page after where I left off. The fool rushes into battle. The wise divide and conquer. No drawing here. I loosen a painfully tight grip. Only a page of mantra verses. Even so, I ready my right hand to close the book in case. My left hand glides over to the words. At first, I don't understand them at all, but I stay as relaxed as I can and keep my eyes on them, waiting. A rhythm gradually takes shape in my breathing. First, just a faint rasping. Then a low mutter. Is my mouth moving to the letters on its own? Dreadful familiarity. Meaning scratches at my scalp, but when I turn my attention to them, they disperse like skittering shadows at the edge of torchlight. Poetic.
Mm-hmm.
So I relax again and just breathe, and they come back. I don't chase them and simply read. As I read one line after another, a chill spreads into my fingers. A feeling like icy water drips onto the back of my neck. The room begins a slow dervish around me. A voice. Definitely a voice. They're singing something over and over. Veen, Veen, Veen. They know my name. How do they know my name? So cold. My breathing stutters. Veen, Veen, Veen. The tune takes a downturn. Tiny needles of cold jab me all over. I hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you. Okay, this is making me really suspicious of this ritual.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we can't. I mean, we thought we couldn't trust Ilar from the beginning, but I don't like. Just all this hate and despair directed towards Veen is, yeah, it's unsettling.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's all I can say is yeah. I'm gathering my thoughts. Normally, I'm more articulate than this. But.
Yeah. Why? What did I ever do? The page flutters in my shaky hands. Had to have the last say, didn't you? To leave me a gasp, without room to retort, without time to respond. What are you talking about? The singing drops to a haunting whistling. I hold my breath to listen, words on the edge of recognition. But you would whistle those tones. They would make you smile. I let you have those. Quieter and quieter, I press my ear to the page. Chill radiates from it. It cannot be. How could it be? How was I to know? Where would I start? I would have had to say it countless times. Say what? A shrill tone like a kettle boiling in the distance. It peaks, glides down, then shatters into a scream that splits the night in two. The sorrow of it. My heart breaks. Hairs stand. Tears stream. I'm sorry. There, I said it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 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 I can't stop the tears. Please stop. Please save me from... I think we gotta push on. What do you think?
Push on. Push on.
Yeah. Please stop. Please. Someone is screaming, pleading. Is that my voice? What's wrong with you? Why can't you get yourself together for once? No, I will not give up at the first sign of difficulty this time. I find the spot where I stopped with a shaking hand and try to read again. Something under my finger pulls my attention away from the voice. Then it happens again, more insistent. I pause, wondering what it could be. There's silence within me. The voice is lulled. When I turn the page over, a laugh escapes me. I stifle it with a hand. A folded paper bird is tucked within the groove. Keep it, put it back, or embrace it.
I kind of want to say embrace it because, this is someone saying I'm sorry, and embrace, is kind of comforting. I don't know. That's just my thought process right now.
Well, there's some kind of tenderness in but strong emotion in the history for whatever this is. Holding it up for closer inspection, my eyes brighten and my heart feels, for the first time since waking, a glow. Its body is teal, the blue of hopeful melancholy. Its neck a delicate swoop. Its wings reach upward, ready to take flight. So delicate, innocent, soft as soft can be between the world and me. So maybe this person is the person that we were with under the tree singing at the beginning.
Yeah, I guess I assumed that was Ilar, but that might be someone
Yeah,
else.
well, that's the thing. Is it Ilar? I don't know. Are you mine too? Do you know my story? Can you tell me who I am? Does its head bow just now? Did its head bow just now? You were important to me, weren't you? I have the feeling that I'm forgetting something. But what was it? As my hand moves over the bird's tail, a dull pink spot glows under my finger's touch. Gasp. Gasp.
Yes!
I stroke it again, and the glow answers. A tingling of excitement washes over my scalp. I bring it closer. Breath quickening, eyes squinting. Okay, excitement comes over the scalp, the bowels are cold, like, I don't... these are weird spots to be feeling things.
I mean, I would say ASMR because you can feel that at the base of your head, but I don't know.
Yeah, but your scalp's the top of your head.
I know, I don't know.
Right. Lines and patterns emerge. Swoops, circles, words. Eyes wide and hands jittering. I trace along the bird's every groove and edge. Heart concentrated on the tips of my fingers. Twisting here, pulling there, a corner under the right wing slides out of its nook, and the bird transforms into a letter. You know, normally I would cheer you up by making a joke or baking a cake, but I can't bring myself to do it this time. You failed once in a few dozen experiments, whereas the rest of us succeed once in as many tries. Besides, what are Magi's careers built upon but a bedrock of failures? If you're still sulking, maybe this will lighten your mood. Ever yours, Ilar.
Aww.
P.S. I lied. Lemony crumples are in the kitchen.
Aww.
Aw. Wait, so you failed once in a few dozen experiences where the rest of us succeed once in as many tries. Oh, okay. So it was one fail. We had one failure.
Out of a dozen,
we were
whereas a
upset.
lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I look up. Ilar, so they can be quite sweet. Why are they different now? Is it because I am so different? No, it's probably because of Mr. Fuzzy Pants. I nod. You're taking the blame for this, Mr. Fuzzy Pants. Noticing the symbol, I move my finger toward it, curious, hesitating. Memory of the stained journal page still lingering. Oh, that's strange. The electricity is moving through me, my arm, and my shoulder, my head. What is... Oh. A cool silence fills me. Vast space opens up within, pushing away the heat of the room. Spots of light in front of me swell and shimmer, joining together into large pools, drowning out the lines, easing away edges and shapes until light is all I see. In lightness I float, breath coming through an opening atop my head, miles wide, filling a breast that's miles deep. I am this lumine space. Colored spots dance in front of me. Immerwald, the green of dreams, a garden. Oh, the tree!
Yeah, and the Wind Waker waves.
Leaves rustle, cicadas sing. The grass is cool against my back, a soft breeze brushing my hair. The air shimmies with muffled words from someone and snorting laughter from me. I look up. A face resolves into clarity. It spreads into a raucous laughter. Ilar? I try to say something, but realize that I can only watch. Ilar is sprawled on their back, one arm folded, cushion for their head. I'm lounging next to them, enjoying the cool shade of the tree on a sweltering summer's day. Bean, a sing-song voice calls me. Heat on my wrist, fingers traveling across the back of my hand. Their eyes peer out from under lush eyelashes. A coy smile pulling the corner of their lips, revealing a dimple. I know what you're thinking. Don't. What? I was not thinking, I retort, playfully pulling my arm free. Ilar rolls over with a grunt and lazily snakes their hand to the side of my neck. The heat of their skin and the toasty air combined is unbearable. Stop that. You are cheating. Memory me wiggles pointlessly. I internally shout, "What are they doing? What am I doing? Stop it." But I can't resist the curiosity just a little more for posterity.
I mean, I already told you I'm a nosy bitch, so
yeah.
you know.
I shut my eyes. Yeah. I'm saving your life is what I'm doing. But I start to protest. No. Their thumb starts tracing circles on my throat. Slow, excruciating circles. We had a deal. The rest of the day off. I hear myself mumble a vague agreement. Their hand pulls away, leaving equally excruciating absence. Thank Laura. I couldn't have kept that up if I wanted to, they say, collapsing back onto the grass, sighing theatrically. Light blooms, shapes meld together, voices fade. Who did this? That's not how you structure a narrative. And it needs an introduction, a middle, and a conclusion. I don't even know what that was. And how was it supposed to cheer me up? I'm more miserable than ever now. This gives Mr. Fuzzy Pants a run for its money. The negligence, too. Omitting information like this. Ilar will hear of this. Oh, they will hear of this. I fold the paper curtly several times over until it's almost a block. Clinch it in my fist and stomp back toward Ilar, teeth gnashing. Oh, he's back. They're back. You lied to me. A face of horror. Anything to say for yourself? Gulp? Stare. It's not... Unable to contain myself, I throw the letter at them. How do you explain that? Ilar flinches a little. The tightly folded letter bounces off their chest, lands in their limp, open hands. They look down very slowly. Don't me, look at it. Yes, they say, unfolding the paper. I tap my foot rapidly on the floor, arms crossed, waiting. Ilar's brows reach new heights yet again. The corner of their mouth twitches sporadically. They look up, perplexed. Touch the symbol. They look down, hand moving. I roll my eyes, more waiting. Gasp. Well? They cover their mouth with both hands and make a strange noise. My turn to raise eyebrows. What are you doing? Their eyes seem to want to say things, but they keep making that strangling noise and shuddering slightly. Now I don't know how I'm feeling about this. At last, they loosen their posture and raise their hand apologetically to me. I know. I'm sorry. I will explain, but not right now. Something is happening with Mr. Fuzzy Pants. I have to go. The name is just...
Maybe if you didn't use the nickname, it might land a little better.
I mean, it would still be called Mashed Potatoes.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait. What? Wait, come back. And they're gone. I stomp my foot. I don't know what that was, but this is not over. Not over, comes an echo. Mr. Fuzzy Pants buzzes. I glare at it. Not a word out of you. Still agitated, I pace around the couch, arms crossed. Why do they not tell me things? It's not like it was something bad or embarrassing. I nibble my phantom knuckle. At least, not if we had a certain kind of relationship. What if they have a good reason? What if it was complicated? I sigh. Maybe I'm just jumping to conclusions. But still, now that I know something, I must know the rest. They're not getting away next time. Having decided, my jitters calm, and I feel suddenly drained. Slumping onto the couch, rubbing my temples, I think, Magi are so complicated. Why couldn't I have woken up as a potter? Then the worst I would have to worry about is breaking some pots. Maybe after all this. First, I must survive. Then I might get some answers. And later, I will consider my retirement.
Just been a few hours and you're already looking to retire.
Yeah, this is exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
I fold the letter into a square and tuck it into a sleeve. You would agree, right? Right. Rest for 50 breaths, then return to the task. Yes. 1, 2, 3.